What's up, guys? It's Jensen and welcome to another video. So Los Angeles Lakers having a great season this year, but in my opinion they still haven't shown me enough to believe that they can overcome the Los Angeles Clippers. Obviously Kawhi, Paul George, Lou Williams, Patrick Beverley, and the Los Angeles Clippers, they just seem more stacked to me. They have a lot of depth, and Kawhi Leonard to me is the best player in the world right now, so it's really hard for me to believe in the Lakers. I think they're going to have to make a move via trade in order for them to actually be able to beat the Los Angeles Clippers. I just think the Los Angeles Clippers are better right now. I think a good trade candidate for the Lakers would be Kyle Kuzma. Even Frank Vogel himself has said that Kuzma doesn't really fit into what the Lakers are trying to do. It's clearly not working with Kuzma. He was supposed to be the third piece behind LeBron and Anthony Davis. It's just not working out. I think that Kuzma's a valuable trade piece, though. He did a lot last year. He was pretty good last year. So I think he can net you a lot on the trade market. And if I'm the Los Angeles Lakers right now and I look at that roster, I really identified two main needs. Number one would obviously be a point guard. I mean, LeBron has the most assists in the NBA, and that's great. No, he's a great playmaker, but they don't really have another guy to take the pressure off LeBron. I mean, Rajon Rondo was supposed to be that guy. He's been a little disappointing this year. They need to find the ball handler, take the pressure off LeBron and AD. And I really feel like Derrick Rose of the Detroit Pistons would really fit that well. And another need I really see is that they don't really have enough three-point shooters, in my opinion. I think that Danny Green really is an overrated three-point shooter overall. Yes, he's a good three-point shooter, but he's not a great one. He's not a lights-out shooter. And so I think that the Lakers would also need a shooting guard or even a small forward or someone who can shoot the three well. Because when you're facing a team like the Los Angeles Clippers, you're going to need some dynamic scoring. And outside of LeBron and AD this year, the Lakers don't really have anyone like that. So I think that the perfect trade partner for the Lakers would be the Detroit Pistons. I always talk about the Pistons during these videos when I suggest NBA trades because they seem like the perfect candidate to me. Because in my opinion, Blake Griffin and Andre Drummond, those two together will never win them a championship. It will never even get them past the first round of the Eastern Conference playoffs. So they clearly have to blow it up, in my opinion. And they also have some really nice pieces on that roster. So Detroit's always a perfect trade candidate when it comes to these type of videos. So my projected trade would be that the Lakers would get Derrick Rose and Luke Kennard, and in exchange they give the Detroit Pistons Kyle Kuzma and Avery Bradley. Now for the Lakers, this makes all the sense in the world. Derrick Rose is having a great year this year. I mean, 17 points, 7 assists about, and he's just been impressive. Nice ball handler, and he's going to give the Lakers another dynamic option outside of LeBron and AD. That's what it's about for the Lakers. They really need another guy who can handle the ball, another guy to get buckets, because defensively they're one of the best teams in the league. We have to keep that in mind. AD is a monster in the paint. They don't need any help defensively. What they really need is another guy to put the ball in the bucket. That's what they need. So Derrick Rose, obviously he fits that criteria. The former league MVP, obviously he's never going to be back to that standard, his peak. He's never going to reach that heights again, but he's still a very good NBA player. I think he still has some of that dynamic ability, and as a Chicago Bulls fan, I know that he's going to bring heart every game. He's going to play tough. He's going to give a good effort out there. So certainly being able to pair Derrick Rose with LeBron and AD seems like the right idea. And on top of that, you're getting a guy like Luke Kennard. I mean, this guy's a lights out three-point shooter. Everybody refers to him as a guy picked before Donovan Mitchell, and I really don't think we should look at him like that. Luke Kennard has been a very useful player. He's averaging close to 16 points this year on close to 40% three-point shooting, and this will be a very, very valuable piece. If the Lakers could get Luke Kennard from the Pistons, that would be huge. Because you look at LeBron, and throughout his career, he's always had that lights-out three-point shooter. I mean, when you go back to the Miami days, we look at Ray Allen. And obviously, during the Cavalier days, we look at Kyle Korver. Obviously, having that lights-out three-point shooter has been very important for LeBron. And about Luke Kennard, I'm not trying to compare him to any of those two guys. Those guys are legends, even Hall of Fame, definitely for sure. But, Luke Kennard, he has that type of potential in my opinion. Only 23 years old, he would be a great fit for the Lakers. And if they could insert Derrick Rose and Luke Kennard in that backcourt with LeBron, Anthony Davis, and one of Dwight Howard or JaVale McGee, that is a tough lineup to beat. I might even pick them over the Clippers. So that makes a lot of sense for the Lakers. And for the Pistons, this also makes quite a bit of sense because if you look at it from the Pistons' perspective, losing Derrick Rose, that doesn't really hurt. They're not really in contention. Derrick Rose, he's best served on a team for contention that's in the contention for a potential championship. So losing Derrick Rose obviously doesn't hurt. But losing Kennard, that's obviously kind of painful. But when you get a guy like Kyle Kuzma, this guy, he's a hard worker. He's going to be a solid starter for them. This is great for the Pistons. They finally have someone who could replace Blake Griffin. They'll finally have the freedom to start over. They could trade away Blake Griffin. They could trade away Andre Drummond, which is really what they have to do in my opinion. And then you look at a guy like Kyle Kuzma. I think that he's going to be a solid starter. Is he ever going to be an all-star? Probably not. But he's going to be one of those core pieces, and if Detroit can surround him with multiple all-stars, he's going to be a valuable piece if they ever get back into the championship equation. And then you look at a guy like Avery Bradley. He's more of a salary matching piece. Maybe you could use him a little bit. He's a good defensive guard, but it's really about getting Kyle Kuzma and having the ability to start over. Because it's a lot easier to justify trading Blake Griffin if you have a guy like Kyle Kuzma to replace him. So this trade makes sense for both teams in my opinion. And if the Lakers were able to pull off this trade, I think I might have to make them the favorite in the Western Conference. It would certainly be something to think about if they were able to get this, especially considering a lot of people think the Lakers should be the favorite right now. But with Derrick Rose and Luke Kennard, they'd be tough to beat. It's going to be an interesting NBA season, guys. Thanks for watching this video. Please like and subscribe. I'll be providing more NBA and NFL hot takes as the season goes on, and have a good day.